Okay, so we're going to be starting from scratch here for the Naroon village, and we want to, I think, first start off with the pond, because I think the pond is a nice, like, centerpiece for the most part of the town. I think having everything kind of round off from the pond would be great. So let's just see how far across this goes. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And actually can go right onto the stairs. Okay, cool. So now we'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2. I guess we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. So we're 6 down, and then we just have to kind of figure out where the center part is. So we go all the way over to the side, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's 12 by 12. Great. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it'll be smack dab right in the middle. Which kind of lines up nicely with the mayor's place, which is great. And then next up, I think a great idea would be to have like the road system circling around the pond, because everyone's going to be using the pond anyway. And then we're going to need some attractions, obviously. So we're going to have Drawn's windmill, which seems to nicely place itself right here. And on top of that, we're going to need to make sure that the hag's house is facing this way. So we're going to have hag's house just like so, kind of sticking out a little bit. And we'll have a lovely road. Of the few roads that we get, we really don't get too many roads, but of the roads that we get, we're going to have that road sticking out there, up to the top. And we'll notice that in the diorama analysis, it's going to say 0% because Hag's house won't be actually finished until we fight the final boss. But hopefully, after we fight the final boss, we won't have to worry about anything. It should just trigger the cutscene and give us the actual ending. Let's do the easiest house. I think that would be Macho's house. His house needs to be located near the dungeon. And I think as long as we're on the right half of the map, yep, that's considered... I guess it's probably layered in chunks, right? So like this portion of the map on the top right corner of the pond, as long as they're up there, that'll trigger the Macho house from, being close enough to the cave for them to work out, which is great. And also keeps them closer to the society. I always have it in the town where like they're just right next to the cave, and they don't really need to be that close, which is kind of nice. So they can kind of be incorporated with the main majority of the town, which is great. Laura's house, she just doesn't want to be kind of near the mayor's house, so we'll just make sure GRM analysis is good here. Yeah, it looks good to me. We are going to be using a lot of road just to kind of get this over here, though. So we got to play it a little bit safe. I do want to get Odd Gaffer's buggy somewhat incorporated here, too, in kind of the central hub of the area. So let's go ahead and use the road. Kind of bleeds off into Laura's house. Might be able to put something else there too, which would be great. And then I would say Allnet's house, as long as she's far enough away from the Macho Brothers, she should be okay. So let's check our GRM analysis. It's at 50%. If we remove her house, go to GRM analysis, it goes down to 37%. Perfect. Okay, so she's perfectly away from the Macho Brothers, because, they're not her type. She's not into it. So we're just not going to worry about that then. Behind her house, we're probably going to have Claude's house, because he likes good food, and Allnet is the cook, oddly enough. Even though she doesn't bake you food, which is kind of weird. And then... yeah, I think having Claude's house here would be right. Yeah, he's pretty close, so that should be okay. So... or even, let's do this. Yeah. I think that seems good. Let's get some rivers going on here, too. Just because I think rivers look super cool. They're always nice to see. And they kind of help, like the bridges that you get kind of act as a road anyway. So we probably want to do something with this. So yeah, maybe we'll have... This looks like a giant cross there. I don't know if I want to do that. Can only go so far with that, eh? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That should be okay, because at least it's still relatively even. We do have 2 extra rivers as it is, but I think this should be all right. Not even using 100% of the rivers is okay for the most part. The issue is like when you put them together like this, it just kind of looks weird. I don't think I want that, so I will just not do that. Cool. And Claude's house should still be getting the bonus. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so... Oh, wait, you know what? I don't know. I think everything should just move back a little bit. Yeah. Oops. Where's Claude's house? We need it back. We need it back, man. Come back to me, Claude. Then we'll actually be able to use all the rivers, because we have 2 extra rivers anyway, right? There we are. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Now it's 3 by 3 in the corner, which should be able to fit a house, I think. Yeah, that should be alright, right? I hope so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay, then grab our bridge. Have one for Claude. Maybe a couple bridges here. Don't know. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do with these. And also have a bridge maybe here, because I want to put Tone's house facing the sun. You know, gotta have my house having the dankest spot for everything. Dope. Awesome. And then... Is that all the houses? Oh, we also have Paige's house, who wants to be near the pond. So we're at 75%. And here's the moment of truth, right? Is he close enough to the pond? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, doesn't look like it. So, what we can do then is do the little move thing here. Config assembly, Paige's house, have him be right on top of the pond. There we go, 87%, awesome. And now we can implement the river once again. Very nice, we'll have the river going behind his house. I think that looks rather nice, and that still uses up all of the river. That's great. And then we have kind of like, you know, the river sectioning off the mare, stuff like that. I don't know, maybe it's weird to do that, but I don't know, I think it's fun. Config assembly. Oh god. We're missing one road, man. Oh no, we're actually missing quite a few roads. Darn. Kinda wish I could have more roads. That's the one downside. Gosh. That's fine, because then we still have Laura's house here, right? So it's not too bad. We have Allnet's house. Kind of all the houses stuffed into the corner for the most part, which is a bit weird. We do have one road. Yeah, we have one road that we can use. Move, remove. I want to move over Laura's house. There we go. So close. So dang close, man. I guess since technically this road leads to nothing, it's probably more worthwhile to actually use the road over here. And then pour tone... Oh, no, there we go. All the houses are linked by roads. Oh my god. We did it. We did it. Awesome. And then we can finally start plopping down trees. I think we'll do windmills first. We'll have them facing the same direction as Dron's lovely windmill. Cool. Make sure our diorama analysis is still at 87. Sweet. Everything's looking good. And then we can plop down some trees. Awesome. Very nice. Try and put them in all the nooks and crannies that we can. Nice. These are actually good spots for trees, too. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Probably don't want trees going straight into the bridge. Probably not the best idea. There we are. For the birds! Excellent. I guess we get an achievement for using all of our trees, rivers, bridges. There we go. Look at that. Look at this. And still with our georama analysis at 87%. We'll get Hag's house fully completed once we help out Dron, because she's right in front of the windmill. She's facing it. That's exactly what she wants. She wants to be facing the blades, which is cool. We do have all this blank space over here where the cave is, but hey, at least we have a nice cozy looking village now. That's just, you know, hanging out, which is awesome. And also, apparently, I gotta go down here and grab this item. Apparently a couple items. Another Fruit of Eden. My character's house. And another gourd. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, I think that looks awesome. Holy moly. There's the mayor's house there. Oh, it's becoming day 4 night. Day 4 night. Very nice. Just go for a little trip around town. I like it, man. Got Comacho just hanging outside. We got lovely the Dron's windmill. Excuse my controls here. Hag's house. Odd Gaffer just hanging out, literally in the middle of town, which is awesome. Just surrounded by all the houses. I think he needs to be surrounded by like 2 or 3. But he quite literally is in the center of town. Like he's right next to the pond. And he's right next to one of the windmills, which makes it more of an area that has a landmark next to it. That's just great. I think that looks really, really lovely. And then my house off in the corner. You know, I get the best house, of course. The tallest house at the mall. Looking good. Yeah. Pretty much nailed it, for the most part. I think that's a pretty awesome looking town. There you go.